All right, fam. We're going to be watching this video by this creator named Cameron that's covering Fousey's crash out. So apparently Fousey came back in June and he's been crashing out. Now, I know what everybody's thinking. This is no surprise, but I'm going to be honest. He really got me this time. He really did, because I really thought that, especially after the crash out that happened last year, that was the final crash out. But apparently he's crashing out again. So, and there's this video that this guy named Cameron has put together about it. So let's see.
Fouseytube needs to quit content creation as a whole because time and time again, he continues to show that his mental health can't handle what it takes to be a content creator.
We had a penthouse on the road until
That's messed up. Say he needs to work at McDonald's.
Now, I'm pretty sure we're all already familiar with Fouseytube, but for those of you who aren't, he was once a huge YouTuber back in the 2010s known
Facts. Facts. Let's bring back this Fousey right here, man. Let's bring back this Fousey. Let's bring back the Fousey that was pranking people in the elevator. You know, even though some of these pranks, I think he came out eventually and said that some of these were fake. Like, I mean, they were entertaining to watch. Like, at the end of the day, everyone views YouTube as, oh, you know, because it's independent, that everybody has to be, that everyone has to be real all the time. And that's not necessarily true. I mean, if you want to make a show, you know, a show is scripted. We don't have a problem watching shows on TV that are scripted. So, like, what's the problem if you get, like, a really good, you know, prank video that's scripted? What happened to this Fousey, man? This Fousey wasn't crazy. Let me stop using the word crazy. My old psychology professor said not to use the word crazy. But, you know, this Fousey wasn't having these issues. So why are we having these issues now, Fousey?
for his prank videos, skits, and vlogs. And throughout his career, he's had some pretty big mental breakdowns, one of the most notable ones being on July 15th, 2018, where he was hosting an event, and the event was forced to shut down because of a...
Yo, I don't know who remembers July 15th. That was a time to be alive and be watching YouTube. Fousey was tripping, dog. Fousey was tripping. He was standing on top of cars, and everyone was just recording. Oh shit, DDG. Yo, DDG is really an OG of YouTube, man. We're gonna look back in the future. We're gonna look back on his career in like the next 3 to 4 years, you know, after he's done his success with music, and we're gonna be like, yo, he really was embedded into the YouTube culture for real. This guy. That's crazy, man. Nah, but yeah, shout out Fousey, because this meltdown was this meltdown was something to see.
Bomb threat. He also claimed that Drake was going to be at this event, but we all know Drake was not there. And since the event didn't go as planned, the man started tweaking out on top of a car.
I think he even started freestyling.
Fouseytube is... The man is kind of nutty. Like, there's a few loose screws up there.
you're heating up your breakfast when I'm heating up my dinner.
Oh yeah. This is it. Hold on, chat. Hold on. We gotta get ready for this, because Fousey was spitting. Let's hear some of the bars.
Up there.
You're heating up your breakfast when I'm heating up my dinner.
Hold on. Let him cook. Settle down in the back. Let him cook.
You burning in the summer while I'm bundled up in the winter.
Man, it is. Look, listen. I'm not a fan of laughing at people's downfall or at their lowest points, but we gotta admit, we got some great content out of that. Like, I didn't find his meltdown entertaining, but there was some key moments where this man Yusuf, he had me cracking up. He had me very entertained leading up to this event, during this event, a little after this event. I think he almost beat up Sam Pepper. Like, there was a lot.
Fast forward to 2023, Fousey started streaming on Kick, doing these IRL streams, and on stream he'd do things like running in the street, or spazzing out on his team, or even just straight up hitting himself.
My gloves! My gloves! Did we really forget my gloves?
No, your glove is it's in the bag, right?
No, there was 2 gloves.
I only seen one.
One real one. I forgot the left one. I'm about to punch myself. Sneeko, hold my hand. Wallahi, I'm about to punch myself. Sneeko, I hit myself. Please. I swear to God, I hit my...
Yo, look at this guy, bro. You know you're a nutcase if Sneeko, who is part of this community that likes to clip farm too, is ignoring the shit out of this clip farm you're about to do because he knows that this is not just a normal clip farm for you. Like, you're really about to do something crazy, and I don't want any parts of that shit.
So, Sneeko,
look.
hold my hand. Wallahi, I'm about to punch myself.
Look.
Sneeko, I hit myself.
Look. You could tell. He hears him. He doesn't have AirPods in. He hears him. He just doesn't want a part of whatever the fuck is about to happen next.
So, please.
That look away when yo, look, listen. When somebody is looking down at their phone and you're trying to get their attention, if somebody's looking down at their phone, you're trying to get their attention, and they hit you with this right here. Hold on, I'm about to replicate it. Somebody hits you with this shit right here. They look up from the phone. They look around and they go back to the phone. They heard you. They definitely heard you. That's that I'm annoyed face. Look at this shit. Come on. Can't tell me he's not annoyed.
Swear to God, I hit my...
I'm not gonna lie,
Shit,
punching yourself
15
because you forgot a glove back at your house is insane. This man is, I think, 34, 35 years old, and he's punching himself because he forgot a glove. That just shows you that this man's mental isn't...
I remember he was doing this last year. I mean, then again, you could say that was for entertainment. So, yeah.
all the way there. And this all led up to one huge meltdown that he had in a hotel room where he called the cops on himself. And when the cops came, he started spazzing out on the cops. He got arrested, and that was pretty much the end of Fousey. He took a long break until he came back on an Aiden stream looking like James Harden. And
yo, facts. I want to know, why does Fousey do this? I'm starting to notice a pattern here. Fousey, look, watch this. Here's what Fousey does, right? Fousey, and I might butcher the order in which this happens, but stick with me here. Fousey comes back. He's fat. He has a beard, you know, all this shit. Then he gets in phenomenal shape, gets fly again. You know, he's the Fousey that we know and love. Then he starts slowly crashing out. Then he has an emotional breakdown. Then he says, no, I'm fine. I just needed some, it was just a lot of stress. And then he goes back into some crazy manic episode. And then he disappears again and then comes back just like this. It's the same shit. Like, I think this is like version 10 of Fousey. I'm not even gonna exaggerate. Like, somebody let me know in the comments right now. What version of what version of Fousey are we on right now? This has to be version 10. And he always comes back with like this, like, yeah, man. Yeah, this, all right, Yusuf, all right.
Aiden Ross decided to give him $100,000. But that wasn't the official comeback. The official comeback was in June. And after he came back, he was doing fine, just chilling, creating his content, cracking jokes, doing IRL streams, until he crashed out once again, which actually happened pretty recently. Now, this crash out actually occurred when the man was doing a 24/7, 30-day streaming marathon where he would never turn the cameras off. They would always be rolling for just 30 days straight, which is a terrible idea for someone like Fouseytube. I mean, the man has had many mental breakdowns. I don't think it's really a good idea.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Fouseytube, I mean,
is it just only with Sneeko that he hits himself? What the fuck, dude? This guy, he's like, yo, I'm just trying to catch some viral clips and make some bread, dude. What the fuck?
Had many mental breakdowns.
Look, he's like, oh my gosh.
It's really a good idea for that man to have the cameras on him 24/7 for 30 days. That is crazy to me. Now, to some people, these streaming marathons may sound insane, which they are, but it's a pretty common thing in the streaming realm currently. FaZe just did one for the month of September, and theirs went well, and other streamers have done them before, like Kai Cenat has done gaming marathons.
Oh my God!
But Fouseytube, the dude who has issues.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. This 30-day live streaming that a lot of these streamers are doing is not for everybody. And if I'm being honest with you, it reminds me of back in the day when a lot of the creators were doing the everyday vlogging. Now, I was one of them that was trying to vlog every day. And let me tell you, turning your normal life into content, it's not going to drive you crazy. It can. But like, even if it doesn't drive you crazy, it's going to drive you to do crazier shit than you normally would have done. Like, I think one of my vlogs, or one of our vlogs, because it was me and my girlfriend that used to do it. I think one of our vlogs was we were trying to get kicked out of the dollar store. And we were doing wild shit. And I'm like, yo, some of this shit could have got us arrested. You know? Like 24 hours overnight in a Toys R Us because you're 4 days into your week and you don't have any ideas for Friday. So you want to find the most craziest idea that could top yesterday. And that shit could get you arrested. Get you like 30 days in jail, 3 months in jail, all type of shit. And it's like, for some people, especially this live streaming shit where the camera's going to be on all day and now you have to clip farm, it's way different than when you get to at least turn off the camera for the daily vlogging. This, you cannot turn off the camera. You have to be entertaining the entire time. You're bound to do some shit that's like not normal for yourself. And I definitely think somebody dealing with mental issues such as why do I keep getting ready to call him Swoosey? What the fuck? Fousey, I don't think he's in the right mental state to be daily streaming. Not in IRL. No. Look, he's crashing out right here alone. You know?
Well, and other streamers have done them before, like Kai Cenat
He's like
has done
punching
gaming
walls,
marathons.
he's punching himself. You see now a guy like Kai, it's actually kind of funny because he's gaming, he's doing different things, and he's clearly in the right mental headspace where he's creating content, right? He's like a Vince McMahon of his Twitch stream. So I bet you money a lot of some of this stuff is planned. Fousey does not look like he plans out a lot of his shit. He looks like he's just trying to wing it and he's trying to clip farm all day, and that's a recipe for disaster.
But Fouseytube, the dude who has issues, decided to do this, and it completely blew up in his face. But what's crazy is that this marathon was only going for about 48 hours, and he crashed out on the second day of the marathon. This man didn't even get into like a week or anything. The first 48 hours, this man was already crashing out. And one of these crash outs actually led to him getting banned on Kick. Now, you may be asking, what did he exactly...
You know how hard it is to get banned on Kick? Like, the whole reason why Kick is even a thing, correct me if I'm wrong, like, fam, wasn't Kick made because too many people are getting banned for very lighthearted shit on Twitch? So if you're over here getting banned on Kick, you know you're tripping. You're tripping.
do to get banned. It's pretty hard to get banned on Kick. The amount of things that fly over there are insane. But what he actually did was get into a fight with one of his employees. Now, apparently this whole argument started because one of his employees was supposed to charge a camera during the night, and it wasn't charged when he woke up. And it started off as a verbal altercation and then ended in a physical altercation.
When I checked it, it was at 15%.
Before we all went to sleep, I told Joey to wake up Rain so that the camera's fully charged, and then you just tell me that the camera right now is at 15%, and it's been 10 hours.
Yes.
So how is it at 15% if you charged it at 4 in the morning?
Oh.
That's your problem to go home and go somewhere. I stood in your face while you spit on me, and you refused to spit on you. I spit on you? Yes. Say whatever you want to meet you, see with your friends. You ain't
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, because the way it works, go work at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh!
Now, I will say,
No, Fousey. Fousey is the ultimate crash out for that. He is the ultimate crash out. I understand why he's upset. I mean, you know, I've been creating videos for quite some time, and I can tell you, like, you know, you get hella mad at your damn self if you're supposed to put a camera to charge and you didn't. But so I can understand being mad at your employee, but he was violating his employee, though, his ex-employee. He was violating him. He was roasting this man to his face. You could clearly hear that the employee says, dude, like, I stood here while you basically spat on me a few times. Fousey said, I don't give a fuck. Get out. And then as the dude's leaving, all he said was suck. I mean, it's a pretty disrespectful thing to say, but everyone needs to calm down. Like, if that could send you that over the edge, man, like, you got to strengthen up your brain a little bit. You got to strengthen up your mental. Fousey didn't give a fuck. Fousey said, what'd you say? Man, if you out here punching employees, you do not deserve to run a team. You got to have a lot of more self-control than that. And clearly, like we're talking about in this video, Fousey does not, there's just so much stress. Yo, now that I'm coming to think about it, you know what I think Fousey's issue really is? I feel like he lets his intrusive thoughts win. I feel like Fousey lets his intrusive thoughts win, and I feel like there's a diagnosis for that. Let me see. What is it called when you always let your intrusive thoughts win? Let's see. So this is an AI overview definition. So when someone consistently allows their intrusive thoughts to control their actions and behavior, it is often considered a symptom of obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. Wow. Okay. So it's a form of OCD. Let's see why. Where unwanted thoughts, obsessions lead to repetitive behaviors, compulsions, okay, done to alleviate the anxiety caused by those thoughts, essentially letting the intrusive thoughts win by acting on them to find temporary relief. Okay, so Fousey is under a lot of pressure doing these streams, just like he was kind of with the vlogging. And then then he's trying to clip farm. So that mixed with him trying to calm down a little bit of anxiety, mixed with him trying to clip farm, we get some of these crash out moments. It's a form of OCD, because it seems to me that Fousey, most of the time, his issue is that he's letting his intrusive thoughts win. So this would make sense. Wow, I did not know that was a form of OCD.
Understand Fousey's frustration when it comes to his camera not being charged when one of his employees were supposed to charge it.
I'm not gonna lie, he punched the shit out of his employee though. And Fousey, and people are forgetting, Fousey actually is a little bit of a trained boxer. So like, come on, bro, you gotta have a little bit more self-control than that. Like, I box too. I understand how dangerous boxing really is. Like, the human body is not designed to take punches, let alone the head. And he got a good, clean right hook in there. Like, it wasn't full force, but it connected clean enough. That could have went bad. See? Oh, he got a little overhand in there.
Now, I will say, I understand Fousey's frustration when it comes to his camera not being charged when one of his employees were supposed to charge it during the night, but straight up disrespecting the dude, saying that he doesn't have balls, and saying he's not gonna be shit, and saying how, oh, I'm an A-list celebrity, go hang out with your Z-lister friends. I just find that insane. Like, no boss is ever supposed to talk to one of their employees like that, and this man is saying Z-lister friends like he's an A-list celebrity. Bro, you are a kick streamer. Why are you over here acting like you're a celebrity? You're a kick streamer. You could go anywhere in this world without security and you would be fine. You are not an A-list celebrity. This man is acting like he's Beyonce, Travis Scott, or Drake. You're a streamer. You're Fouseytube. Obviously, some content creators have to take celebrity precautions, but Fouseytube is not a celebrity, bro. This man is deranged. That's what he is. I get it's annoying when employees aren't doing their jobs and stuff and it's not really getting anything done for your business, but hauling off and hitting an employee is not a good look. Nobody's gonna want to work for you if you're over here crashing out like that and
you know what it is, man? A lot of these streamers have never actually had a real job before. I'm keeping it all the way 1,000 with you. A lot of streamers have not actually had a real job before, have not worked in a corporate environment, so they've never seen leadership from that angle before. Like, they know the things that go into being a boss or a CEO or a leader, but they don't understand that as the leader, you have to take the L. You have to bite the bullet a lot of times in order to keep the team intact, in order to keep sanity, in order to keep generating positive results. And that's why we see a lot of these creators or a lot of these artists or streamers, you know, crashing out because they have not learned the skill of emotional intelligence, which a big part of being a CEO or a big part of being a leader requires you to have a high IQ of emotional intelligence. You know, and not just emotional intelligence, but also leadership skills. And you would never punch your employee in the face, even if they quit, even if they disrespect you in the most crazy way. And I know a lot of people are looking at it and they're saying, yeah, but he's not a CEO. He's a YouTuber or he's a streamer. No, you're running a business. You have employees. And, you know, there has to be a certain code of ethics that you instill into your team. And fighting an employee or saying, suck my dick, or you're never going to be shit is not on the list of things that you say in order to handle a insubordinate employee. It's just not. That's crazy. He really rocked the shit out of an ex-employee. An employee that just became an ex-employee not even 30 seconds before. Crazy.
Hating your own employees. There's this other clip I saw the other day where Fousey actually slapped one of his cameramen, not in the face, but he slapped the camera out of the cameraman's hand because the cameraman got too close to him, which is, it's just dumb.
Listen, you guys know I talk a lot. These motherfuckers.
Nah, facts though. Why is the cameraman that close? You guys ever had somebody recording a video of you and they're hella close to your fucking, yo, move, bro. Like, what the fuck? Nah, I could tell that Fousey's intrusive thought is about to win here. He's about to slap the he's either gonna yell at this man, OD, or slap the shit out that camera. Cause that is a very annoying feeling.
On the internet right now, stop getting
Oh, there we go.
I don't think this is the correct.
He sent that shit flying.
on the internet right now, stop getting
I don't think this is the correct response when someone gets close to your face with a camera, especially your own cameraman. Like, I understand we're living in this clip culture society today, but slapping the camera out of the cameraman's hand is kind of insane. And also saying, are you slow, and screaming at the dude, like, bro, all you have to say is like, yo, can you just back up a little? That's all you got to say. You don't got to be extreme and just slap it out of his hand and start screaming at the dude. It is not that deep, Fousey. It's not that deep. And what's crazy is this man Fousey will sit here and wonder why people don't want to be around him. But it's like, when you see this man acting like a toddler like that, why would anyone want to be around him? I mean, you saw Sneako's face when the dude was hitting himself on his own forehead.
Facts. That's what I was saying. I was saying Sneako's
around him. I mean, you saw Sneako's face when the dude was hitting
Look at that. Why do I even hang out with this guy? LOL. Yeah, I know Sneako was wondering, like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? This guy. Like, cause I have not even watched a Sneako and Fouseytube stream, and I've already seen Fousey hit himself twice.
On his own forehead. You're 34 years old, bro. But at the same time, what should I expect from a man who has a tattooed hairline, veneers, and sucks on his vape like he's a middle schooler? Like, there's not much to expect from Fousey. There was this other clip I saw where one of Fousey's cameramen accidentally leaked one of Fousey's features on his upcoming album. Yes, you heard that correctly. Fouseytube is dropping an album. But yeah, one of his cameramen leaked one of his features and Fousey started crashing out on him.
Wait till they hear Ferrari. Wait till they hear Soldier. Wait till they hear the song with Mexican OT.
The car is ready.
Wait till they see you in the studio.
Close the door. Wait. How long have you been here?
Uh-oh.
Just like 2 minutes.
Is it muted or unmuted?
I turned off the mic.
What is it on right now?
It's on now.
What was it when I was talking?
Just a
Yo, even the shorty in the background knows what time it is. Look, she was not there. Look, she was not there.
Right now.
It's
She
on
goes,
now.
what?
What was it when I was talking?
Uh-oh.
Just the last sentence he said.
Yeah.
It was on.
Just the last sentence. That's it.
Everybody sit down, please.
It wasn't on the.
Sit down.
Yo, they know. They know this man. They know this man. That's why they were kind of trying to lie to him and calm him down. They know he's about to crash. He's about to crash.
You asked me for permission to go film outside to smoke your vape.
Bro, look at his eyes. He looks like, you know that build up? You ever been mad at something? You could feel the adrenaline building up in you, the anger right before you just let it out. That's what this looks like, bro. Look at his eyes.
I had a very vulnerable moment with my team. I did not know you cut
Yep.
back
Yep. The cat.
to the corner. I just leaked one of my features. That wasn't supposed to happen until 3 weeks from now. I love you, and I'm gonna try something I've never done. I swear to God on my mother's
Oh
heart.
my gosh, bro. Look at this man's eyes. Yo, he went from this. Yo, chat. Yo, he went from this. Yo, I can't believe you just did that. Now I'm about to do something that I've never done before. This man's about to turn into a fucking demon and fly away. He's about to turn to Jeepers Creepers right here. Look at this shit. Look at where he look at where he started. Look at where he started. He started here. Right? He started here. And look,
I just leaked.
then we get slowly into the, all right, now the crazy's about to come out, right? Then we go to,
And I'm gonna try something I've never done. I swear to God.
now we're straight into the beginning stages of, I'm thinking about killing you. And then this shit is not funny, man. We're watching a mental breakdown at its fucking finest right here. And that is not funny, but damn, this dude, either he's really good at his fucking job, or we're just, we're in the G, we're getting front row seats to what happens in the G building.
Out on my mother's heartbeat, you would be fired right now. And you personally, I think I would have punched in the face. When you come into a room, you yell, cameras. My life is 24/7. I'm gonna have privacy moments. I just said something I shouldn't have said. I didn't know you were here, dog.
Again, I will say I understand Fousey's frustration because he was having a talk with his team and the mics were not supposed to be hot, but the cameraman came back in the sprinter with a mic on, which ended in him leaking a feature on his upcoming album. But saying you're gonna punch the man in the face for that is kind of crazy.
Facts. Yeah, facts. Because, clearly it sounds like, I'm not there, I'm not part of his team, but it sounds like they have some sort of system where, like he said, if he's doing a 24-hour live stream, obviously not every single waking minute can be recorded. There has to be some moments of privacy. Like, you're going to have to use the bathroom. You're going to have a private conversation. You're going to need to go to the bank and type in your fucking PIN, right? Like, we can't just be over your shoulder. But so clearly they have a system that the guy didn't follow, but yeah, I think the crazy part is when Fousey threatens to punch him in the face. Now that's that letting his intrusive thoughts win, because there's plenty of times that our bosses or our managers have wanted to punch us in the face and vice versa. There's plenty of times that I've had somebody work for me and I've been fucking furious, but I've never told them that I want to punch them in the face. Like, you can't let your intrusive thoughts take over like that. It's kind of wild.
Like, nobody cares that your cameraman leaked that you have a song coming out with Mexican OT that's gonna go triple styrofoam. Who cares? Honestly?
Triple styrofoam.
Who cares?
Is
I feel like
crazy.
the biggest problem with Fousey is that he hires these randoms off the street to help him with his production, and he expects them to be top notch when that's not what you should expect when you're hiring randoms off the street. It takes
Facts.
time to find a good team. You can't expect to
Facts.
get that right off the jump when you hire someone in. There's another clip I saw on Twitter where this man Fousey was crashing out on his own fans. Yes, you heard that correctly. On his own fans.
Okay,
Right? You tell it to me. Listen! God fucking damn it!
Oh my gosh.
Shut the fuck dumbasses.
I'm sorry, but calling your own fans dumbasses, bro, there are only so many Fousey fans in the world, bro. And you just lost probably a few of them. You probably lost 5% of your audience right then and there. A Fousey fan in 2024 is hard to find.
Nah, that's crazy. And then an endangered species is a type of organism that is threatened by extinction. Species become endangered for two main reasons: loss of habitat and loss of genetic variation. Grades 3 through 12 plus. Fousey fan, an endangered Fousey fan spotted in some shit ass suburb of New York. That is fucking crazy.
You can't just be out here getting heated at them like this when they're non-existent anyway. Now that clip of Fousey getting into a fight with one of his employees that I showed earlier, that actually caused Fousey to get banned on Kick, and he's now unbanned.
Okay.
They know if they f up, it makes me go bipolar. Look at my eyes, I'm gonna boom.
You see, man, this dude is like, he is demonic sometimes, right? Like, I'm not super fucking, you know, religious or anything, but like, dog, I don't know. You might need Jesus. You might need Jesus. Because this is this right here is not okay. Why do your eyes get like this? Like, either you're super clip farming, but I mean, I'm starting to think that it's not always, yo, my mic, I think my mic stand just literally broke mid rant right here, but like, that's why I'm holding it. But dude, this is unacceptable, man. That's a little wild. Like, I don't know if you're just clip farming and you're the #1 best clip farmer in the world, or you actually have some very serious issues. Like past what we think. Like, I think you are a risk to yourself. There's a chance that you are really a risk to yourself.
Self tonight, live, kick.com/Fousey, done.
But when he was banned, he started dropping these weird videos like this one right here.
So, remember how I was doing a 24/7 live stream for 30 days to record my debut album, and I hired the best team in America? You know, the team that kicks me out of the bathroom and texts me to say, get the fuck out, it's their turn to shower in the house I'm paying for. The team that live in front of 16,000 people slams the door in my face. The team that tells me to suck their dick and I have to punch them while live. The team that forgets to tell me to take my mental health medication.
Did you hear that delusional thought that he just had? He had to punch him. He said that he had to punch him because he's told him to suck his dick. Listen, if another grown man can piss you off that much by just saying suck my dick, I don't care what you say, you're weak. Those words should not drive you that crazy. Now, if it's a barrage of different things, and then that just so happens to be the final straw, okay. But that's literally the only disrespectful response that I saw in that whole altercation. And Fousey lost it.
When I asked them, hey guys, I'm hiring you to do A, B, and C, but your main priority, help me help myself. I don't know how to. Don't let me get myself in trouble. Don't let me go to jail. Don't let me go in the hospital. Well, guess what? I got banned in under 48 hours. So I left my fucking Sprinter and told them to suck my dick. I'm now by myself on the side of the motherfucking road. They didn't appreciate me when I was live. Don't come to my fucking funeral when I'm dead.
And like, you can tell.
You see, he keeps talking about this death. Keeps talking about death. I don't like that. I don't. He needs some help. And also, like, as this guy Cameron has mentioned before, why are you hiring random people off the street to do jobs that require you to have professional help? Like, you can't hire somebody whose resume had professional videographer on it and expect them to not only be a videographer, but also be the person to keep you out of trouble and also remind you to take your meds. It sounds like you could just hire a team psychiatrist or psychologist to follow you around. I mean, the band Metallica did it when they were going through tough times in the 90s and they could not get along with each other. And I think James was an alcoholic at the time. And like, there was just a lot going on. They hired a band either psychiatrist or psychologist. I don't know what's the difference. Difference between psychologist and psychiatrist. Okay. The main difference between a psychologist and a psychiatrist is that psychiatrists are medical doctors who can prescribe medication, okay? So I don't even need to read the next definition, but okay. While psychologists are not medical doctors and typically cannot prescribe medication. Okay, so it seems like he needs a psychiatrist to travel with him that also has the training of a psychologist, because that way they can talk to him when he's feeling certain ways. They can also prescribe him the proper medication or make sure he's taking the proper medication at the right times. You know, that can also get a little dangerous, because if you hire the wrong one that's just in it for the money, they can overprescribe you things and we can end up in a Michael Jackson and Prince type situation, which we wouldn't want. But I mean, that seems like a better course of action than hiring these, like this guy said, randoms off the street, or people that are experienced in the field of what you hired them primarily to do, but you're asking them to do other things. Can't ask a videographer to also be your fucking in-home nanny.
Tell just from this video that he's not in the right headspace, and this video is kind of scary because the man is saying don't come to his funeral when he's dead, and I mean that doesn't insinuate he's trying to off himself, but at the same time it kind of does. Like, what do you mean by that? You know, like, you left your whole team and now you're walking around with socks on in the middle of nowhere near a road. People are going to be worried. And later he actually drops another video where he's more emotional.
Oh my goodness.
Crying, and it seems like he's actually thinking about the
Another
consequences
crying
of his own
Fousey
actions.
video. Let's see.
I've been under so much stress.
You see?
I promise.
No. I don't
so
respect that.
Stress.
Like when people say that he's like fake crying. Nah, man, he's really crying, like, because he's mentally going through shit. He's mentally going through shit. He needs the proper help. I don't think that this is a good medium for him. 24/7 live streaming. I would prefer, and I think it would help. I'm not a professional, but to me, it seems like it would help out Fousey more to have just run a show that doesn't require him to be live at all times and try to clip farm. Maybe a show that's a lot more organized, like how his pranks were, but it's live. I think that would serve him much better. Something similar to like a late night show type of format where he can have a bunch of his friends come through, but he can also focus on doing the things that he likes to do, and it could be a lot more organized and not so run and gun, because run and gun filming is very stressful, and he's clearly not one of the people that can handle it very well. And I don't think we've seen many people who can handle it very well. I think out of everybody that I've seen do it successfully, Casey Neistat is probably the closest to doing it without having a on-camera mental breakdown. But even he, behind the scenes, was going through shit. So, come on.
I promised Eddie and Akil I wouldn't crash out like last year. And now that I calmed down, I'm realizing all the destruction that I caused, and this happens to me all the time. Now that my adrenaline dumped and I'm back to Yusuf, and
now that the anxiety attack and the anxiety is gone down, yes, and the adrenaline is out, yes, he's realizing that when he gets in that headspace, a lot of bad shit happens because he's coping and still trying to film. We saw that a little bit with, I don't want to bring this up too long, but we saw that a little bit with Logan when he went into that forest. I know a lot of people were like, oh, he's just an asshole. He's just this, he's just that. No, that is exactly kind of what we're seeing now, where stressful situation meets content and the lines get too fucking blurred.
Open Twitter and I see what Fousey did. I'm like,
look, he's even talking as though he's not Fousey.
So much better now, though. I feel free. I feel so free.
What makes this video is weird that he's talking about like Fousey and Yusuf as if they're two different people.
Yep.
When it's like, just use me or like you know? Like, I don't know. Fousey, there's something up with this man. And I honestly think it's time for this man to just hang up the jersey. Like, I mean, the man had a good run, but like I said, I just think it's time to step away from content. Like, he always comes back to content saying how he's a changed man, starts going up with the content, starts getting clips and going viral, has spurts where he has these little meltdowns meltdowns, and then he has one big meltdown, and that meltdown leads to a break, and he comes back and does the exact same thing all over again. And it's been happening for way too long. This cycle has been repeating for years, and it's starting to get annoying. And I also find it annoying how many chances people give this man. When are we just gonna label this man as an idiot who can't control his emotions rather than just blaming everything on his mental health? Because is it really his mental health's fault if he continues to do these things that deteriorate his mental health over and over again? Or is it his fault? Like the first couple of times, sure, it's his mental health's fault, but this is a recurring thing with Fousey. I'm tired of people being like, it's his mental health's fault, not his, for the 5 billionth time, and giving him another chance, and he just messes up over and over and over again. Yes, his mental health does play a part in some of his actions, but if he keeps going back to these things that keep on triggering these outcomes, we eventually got to be like, yo, it's Fousey's fault. It's not just his mental health's fault, it's his fault. Hypothetically, if I were to get cheated on by a girl 7 times in a row, by that 7th time, is it still her fault for cheating, or is it my fault for putting my trust in her? I just think it's time for Fousey to wrap it up, if I'm being completely real. Like, this has been happening way too much, and we can't keep on letting this happen, you know? I just want to know who in Fousey's circle is allowing this. Like, this man just needs to stop with the content, maybe go behind the scenes or something. Anything but being in front of the camera, because the moment he gets in front of the camera, starts getting a little bit of success, starts getting some fame, some bread in his pocket, he starts crashing out.
And I would not say that part is necessarily true. We've seen Fousey do some successful content that he wasn't crashing out in. Like, he did those cribs. He did like influencer cribs. It was kind of like, not a parody, but it was kind of like a YouTube version of MTV Cribs. He did that and he didn't really crash out. I think he just got bored of doing it. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully Fousey could get some help, because this is this cycle of seeing him go through these ups and downs are kind of getting really old. So yeah, I don't want to see him keep going through this. I think if he goes away again, that he'll literally be back around this time next year with some new shit. And I don't know, I think officially at that point I'll just completely stop even tuning in to anything that's Fousey related. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, like the video, and if you want to see more content like this, subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time that I upload. Take care.